What's up everybody, Pete with Auto Repair Tips. Working on a 2015 Crosstrek. Guy brought me the car and said that he turns left and turns right. Here's all kinds of clinking and clanking. So let's go for a ride and check it out. One thing I can guarantee is AC's working good. Feels good in here. It's like about 95 degrees outside. So I'm gonna head over to my favorite spot for checking axles. Nothing wrong with the pickup. It's good there. Let's see. Oh, I hear some popping. Let's go to the left. Hear a little bit of clanking. I hear more to the right. All right, so let me get it back to the shop and we'll get it up on the lift so I can put my hands on them and see exactly what's going on. So to get the wheels to spin independently, he's put pressure on the brake pedal. I'm gonna clamp this in. You know what? I don't like that clamp at all. I don't know why I even grab it every time. You got brake pressure on? Brake applied? Is the brake applied? All right. I'm gonna clamp one side off, and I'm sure I'll hear beef about it in the comments, but I've never had any issues doing it this way. I put it in drive, I let it spin. All right, this one's locked up. Turn the wheel to the right and left hard. Other way. Leave it like that, give it some gas. Do it again. While it's that fast, straighten it up. All right guys, you hear that right here? Leave it like that, turn it to the right. As he turns it, you hear the noise. Now when he straightens it back up, the noise will go away. Straighten it up. All right, hit the brake. So I went ahead and switched sides. I put the clamps on the right side and we'll check the left side out now. Give it the gas. This side's got a little bit of noise to it, not as bad as the other side, but we're definitely gonna put both. All right, straighten it up, hit the brake. So this is pretty much a no-brainer. It needs left and right axles. So you can guess what I'm gonna show you how to do in this video. Change the axles in a 2015 Subaru Crosstrek. You know what I mean. All right, let's get into the video. All right, so I'm starting to work on the Subaru. I got it up in the air, went to take the tires off, and we got lock and lug nuts. Called the customer up because I couldn't find them anywhere, and they told me they've lost them. So go ahead and just take them off the best I can, and we'll get new ones. So let me show you a few methods that I use to get these off. The first one is I've got the Deluxe hubcap and wheel lock remover kit. This usually works pretty good. It's slick inside. You knock it on, and a lot of times that'll bite and take the lock and take that lock and lug nut off. That didn't work. So I switched over to another method that I use. This is the one that you knock on a bolt. When you loosen it up, this bites down and pulls it off. That didn't work. So that leaves me with the last resort that I don't normally like to do, but I do it. You take duct tape, you cover the wheel up really good, take an angle grinder, and carefully put a notch in it. This one's already been notched out. I've already done that one. Once you do that, it'll give your hammer and chisel something to bite to. Put it in, give it a good whack. And there you go. Also by doing that, once you knock it loose and you put that cut in there, you can get a flathead screwdriver normally and get in there and just screw it out the rest of the way like this. This isn't a way that I like to normally do it, because you can slip and definitely damage your rim. My suggestion is if the other two don't work, take it somewhere else and let them do it so you don't mess up your rim. All right, it looks like we're gonna need a lug nut and a wheel stud. I think someone's crossed this one. I normally wouldn't take off the caliper. I need to get behind there, so I might as well go ahead and just take it out. Normally I just loosen up the strut bolts right here and lay the knuckle forward. Fuck out of here, man, seriously. Man, that was an ordeal. The strut bolts are 19. A little tap. And one. And two. Axle nut is a 32. I'm hoping I can cheat it out without having to take off a lower control arm bolt. Yay. Now that I got it where I want it, let's get this thing up in the air. The easiest way to get it out is get a pry bar and a hammer. Go right between the axle and the tranny. And just tap it up. And just tap it up. Most of the time, when you're doing it, one or two little taps and it comes right out. I see, it comes right out. Don't make a liar of me, make me work twice. All right, one axle. All right, the skill level on this is about a 4 or 5, only because you gotta jack it up. Remember, when you jack it up, use jack stands, always use caution. And I'm talking to my son-in-law, Nick. I was at his house about a week ago watching him work on a Jeep. Had it about 3 feet off the ground, under the truck, banging the hell out of it with no jack stand. But that's another story. This is legitimately about a 15 to 20 minute job at your house. You're not gonna run into the same problem I ran into when it came to locking lug nuts and studs. I can probably guarantee that. All right, we'll get some parts ordered and get them on the car. After shopping around, the dealer had the best price on these axles. To get these axles in, it's just reverse procedure. The biggest thing you want to make sure is when you're putting this axle in, you hear it snap inside the tranny. Just like that. You want to make sure this little lock ring snaps in place inside that tranny. That'll keep this axle from coming out when you're making turns. Make sure you go back with the strut bolts. They are different sizes. The bigger one goes to the top, the smaller one goes to the bottom. After you put the axle nut on, there's a little notch here in the axle. You need to take a chisel or a center punch and knock it down. That'll be your lock. That'll keep that nut from backing out. And installing that axle is as simple as that. We're gonna get the other side in and go for our test drive. See you in a bit. I know these people think I'm crazy, always coming in this parking lot doing circles, but this is like the perfect spot to check these axles on. So everything checks out great. There's no noise turning left or right. So this video is done. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Catch you later.